I went into a store and just going through and reviewing it, and we were doing some things.
Yeah.
And I went in and looked at one, and I had to get down on my knees. And so they only had one machine. It wasn't LaundroWorks. It was a hips.
When you guys get them, I suggest that you
So you can put 'em right
get the
there.
clear ones, and they have to be, you can't do the real thick ones, and you can't punch a hole in these. So you have to get something you can put in a clear pouch so they don't lose them or leave them for a customer to grab. And it's a unlimited amount of money. So and then I always have our managers record what numbers they have, even though it's in the computer. But we have them easily accessible. That way, if they lose them, we can go on the computer and put a stop on them. And it won't take you a minute to go in there and change it. And when we go to the office, we'll show you the actual software that's on Jodan's computer.
I'd like to see that.
So anyway, when you come in here, the customer won't have one of these, obviously. Place the card on the washer, and it's going to say management card. Press start. And I had these
That's
made.
too easy.
Well, the centipedes, powder detergent, can go directly in the machine because a lot of people try to put them up here, and then you have problems.
That's nice. That's nice. I like that.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean they read it. So these are the exact same way. Depending on the model of your dryer, like our dryers in Nicholasville, because they're a different, I don't really know the schematics. You probably would know better than me. You're a lot smarter. But the different models, now these can work, and then you have to keep putting your card on it to add. And I like that because they can't say, I didn't put $3 on that.
Right,
you
right,
have to physically go back and forth
you'll do
to
the
where, you know,
Whatever you want to set it up.
and you're not going to have customers going up to your change machine saying, I put a 20 in there and I only got $5 back. How many times do you get that happen? Do y'all not get that happen?
They don't call me.
I have to ask Paul. So these actually have English and Spanish directions. And then I'm in the process of getting, it's not a poster, but I'm having it made in vinyl so it can stick to the wall. And it's gonna have a QR code. I'll probably put the QR code here where they can scan the QR code and it will down the Laundry Cat app. So at that point they won't have to get a card. They can just upload it on their app, how much money. And I think our customers are really gonna love that. It's gonna tell them they have 30 minutes left on the washer, 30 minutes left on the dryer.
That's awesome.
So put your money in. And you'll see here, we charge $1 to get a new card. That way it offsets the amount. And then if they lose it, it will charge them again for the new card. And then we have a $2 bonus for every 20. See, it makes you feel like you're special at that point. And then touch here to register. And at that point, I'm not going to register this card, but you'll put their first, last name, phone, and email. And then they'll check whether they want the actual text notification to come to their phone. It will still come to their phone with the card. Or if they want deals sent by text or whatever, and then they have to agree to their privacy. If they don't register their card, if they lose it, they're not going to redeem the money off of it. It's gone forever. But if they forget to register their card, all they would do is put it in there. It's going to tell you what their balance is. It's going to tell you a $2 bonus for every, and you can alter that however you want to. When we first opened, we did, for every $1, you got $1 free. So basically, buy one, get one free. LaundroWorks is actually set up to take cash, obviously credit card, and they also take EBT benefit card for certain people. Some people have that on their benefit card. And if they forget to register, they can just click on that and go straight to registration.
What percentage of people register versus don't? Any idea
I'd
yet?
say about 75%.
Do? That's great.
Yeah.
That's a database for you.
And then what I always tell my employees, it doesn't mean your employees are going to do what you tell them, but I always tell them to let them know if they lose it, they can redeem it. Also, once we get a database made, we can send free money bucks through their email.
That's slick. That's easy.
And look at this. This is clean, unlike money. It's not that they don't work well or anything. I like everything separated. So if you want to collect, you'll have a collection card. And you can actually, if you lose this, you can actually there's certain directions you can turn this into one. They will send you management cards, and you can turn in any card into a management card or whatever. But you don't want to lose this.
Right. That's the master.
And this is good because if you guys are both out of town for some reason and you have an employee, a family member you want to collect, this is going to tell you exactly how much they get out of the machine. But I'm not going to place it here.
Great
but
management control.
You would put the card holder, or this in the card holder, and it will send you to prompts so that you can clear it out. And at that point, you'll go back here and get the money out. And as you see, we have limited space.
That's real. The fight is real.
And as you see here, we had to finagle this in here because of this metal frame. We couldn't, and the wires and the wall.
That's a nice install for the space you had.
Yeah.
That's really good. It's a very clean install.
So it will tell you when you run out of paper.
How often do you go through the rolls?
Not very often because people usually opt for no receipts. That will hold about 300 cards. So you'll have about, if you have 2 of these, you'll have about 600 cards. I will say if you have a regular clientele, like we've already gone through, but with all of our stores, we're on 10,000 cards now. And I need to order more because I only have 3 boxes.
Wow.
So, but that's for all, that's for 9 stores.
Yeah, so nice. That's a great
And then you
install.
know where the money is
Right.
there. So.
Yeah, that's a great install. Takes 300 in the.
They come in 200 per box, but each machine holds 300. So, but have extras. I was telling him it takes 4 to 6 weeks to get them in. And I will say, LaundroWorks, if you do have issues with anything, you can call them or email them. I usually just email them and they'll respond real quickly via email. And if they need to call you, they'll call you.
So if it has a flow error, like a water valve or a drain valve, you'll know what to come look for. Or a blower fan broke in the dryer.
That's crazy. That's awesome. That's awesome.
And it will also tell you what machines are being in use.
This is check reader. I already knew something was wrong with these. They're completely off. I have the machines off, so it's not a big deal. So really, there's nothing wrong with it. It shows you how much cash is inside. I just entered this last night. 171 on one kiosk, 636 on the other. You can go to a summary report of today, this month, collections of the last 30 days, for example, and it shows you all my collections I've done in the last 30 days. So in each kiosk. And so you can kind of see what the collection is. And then you can go the history report the last 7 days, a machine breakdown report. Look at that. So washer 2 is done 18.25 in the last 30 days for that one washer. That's at 80 pounds. I mean, that's great. You go down here, you'll see your least used machines. Washer 22, $135, 45 cycles. So 279 at 93 cycles. So, and then here's washer 24. Look at that. That's up against the wall. Hey, I want to take this machine. I want to put it against the wall.
Yeah. Yeah.
You can switch the
Send the
machines
light
out.
out.
I couldn't do that before because I didn't know what machine was doing what. Unless you're one of these kind of guys who are going to put the quarters into a counter. I'm not that kind of guy. I don't have that kind of time. And this tells you the true. This is true value because you're counting every single dollar that goes in that machine, period. So when you're running, you can do a previous month. You can do a month to date. I collected this on Saturday. Look at that. Look at those numbers. I mean, these numbers are amazing. History report the last 7 days, what we've done. It shows you. It shows you your biggest day. It shows you today's May 8th, so we haven't done much yet. But look at May 7th. That's Sunday. Look at Saturday. Sometimes you think Sunday's the biggest wash day. Look at that. It looks like Sunday or Saturday beats Sunday. And I would have never thought it. And then look here, May 3rd. That I believe that was on 3rd. Is that a Tuesday? Look at that on a Tuesday. How well it did. Thursday was my worst day. And usually Wednesday's the worst day, laundry day. And this is what you can kind of see. And say, for example, if I want to do a bonus day, so and I can look at the hours of what hours they're doing. So what if I wanted to do from 10 to 2, I don't do very well. Let's take $2 off of every machine or make them half price and see what people come in and do from 10 to 2. So then people start coming in the door from 10 to 2, and then that frees up, and more people will come at night who aren't getting crowded out of the laundromat. So you would really retain the customer. Look at this. There's all the people who have a card at this store. Look at that. Look at all these emails you have and all these phone numbers you have. And they put on there that you're allowed to text them. They don't mind. And so I can text them. I can go in here and check them all off and give them a text. Come on in from 10 to 2 and come in and get a bonus at this time.
Card member bonus program.
Yes. Especially on these card reports, you can really include cycle and payment loads that they've done. Include registration date, when they registered, what date. So if I include just cycle, and I'm going to run this report. I like this person so much. I appreciate what they've done. I'm going to text their card. I put $100 on your card. Thank you.
Yeah.
That goes a long way.
Oh, huge.
When we talk about customer retention, what are we doing for customer retention? And it's not just that. I mean, we care for our customers, and spend $2,188. That's a lot of money.
That's impressive to be able to dial that in at that level to control the customer
Total
experience.
cards, $2,049. This card's banned. It'll show you the banned cards because they lost the card. Mm-hmm. So,
does it show you who replaced the card?
Yes.
That's probably important too, right?
They've thought of everything, and one reason why we went to this,
I'll give you an example. Right now, we have spider wash at Crossroads, which is some days you've got people waiting in there who can't serve a stick. Our internet's working, but all of our credit card readers will not work for some reason. So the manager's over there trying to troubleshoot with spider wash, and their customer service is
terrible.
horrible.
you'll get an email every single morning tells you how much money you got in credit card transactions at each store. So we have $473 in credit card transactions at this particular store. At this one, we had 330. It shows you per kiosk as well. It's great. I mean, I can't say enough about this system, how much easier my life has been because of it. You have any questions?
This is more of just getting in and diving in. We were already sold on it based upon your feedback.
Well,
now seeing it just makes it an even easier decision.
And then so card tracker, collections reports. Like, I want to do a collection report. And you can run a report month to date. You can just, summary report, users, okay? So there's my technician. I had him come in, so I had him down as a user. Card pins. I can enter 10-digit pin and look that card up, locations. It's just so much you can do within the portal, and I like how it's not all in one system like they did Spider Wash. It's just really confusing. I can't stand that system. This is well, I don't know.
And user friendly.
Yeah.
As opposed to it works for you instead of you working for it.
That's right. And if you hear this jackhammering back here, that's the sound of money. It's gonna be good. I think that's the future of laundromats, of the laundry business. It's to pick up a delivery. I'm all in. I've bought in, and that's why we're investing this kind of money to do it the right way.